What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today I want to, go into the future and talk about Season 8 because we do have a pretty interesting weapon that is going to be coming out for said season. But it does raises some concerns because, with launchers, it's always kind of like this weird thing that you never know when it's going to be balanced. If it's not going to be unbalanced, is it going to be good or is it really going to be bad? So let's be honest, guys, with the launchers in this game, let's be honest, no one really uses them outside of just getting camo challenges done. I mean, there was this one time, I guess for a few seasons, the Thumper was pretty good, but even now I don't really see a lot of people using it. If anything, again, like I said, launchers are kind of like something that you rarely see in the game. Mainly people are just trying to get a diamond and that's basically it. I think maybe a reason why that's happened is probably because the score streaks overall, the stealth choppers, VTOLs have become a lot more durable, meaning that like even if you do shoot like 2 rockets with the FHJ, it's not really going to really do much damage. And it may also be given the fact that, nowadays this game is extremely fast paced. You don't really have time to look up into the air and find any sort of kill streak to shoot down. And again, people that are dedicated to the challenges will like do that even if they're if they're in danger, but for the most part, yeah, launchers overall aren't really used that often, so it's kind of surprising whenever a new one comes by. But what we're getting for next season is going to be probably one of the more brutal types of launchers. So I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the JOKR slash Javelin. It's basically a launcher that locks on to any kill streak or vehicle. But instead of just going straight towards the score streak, it'll go up in the air for a few seconds and then land and destroy the score streak. That's how the Javelin slash JOKR has always performed. But keep in mind, given that it takes a little bit longer for the missile to reach the target, it does cause quite a bit of damage. In fact, in Modern Warfare 2019 and even, the recent game Modern Warfare 2, the JOKR is actually probably the strongest launcher that they have because you could launch it into the air and get a multi-kill without any issues in shipment. So it's not really a launcher you want to underestimate. It does have quite a bit of potential, but what worries me is given that COD Mobile is a very inconsistent game, especially with the launchers. I mean, yes, they've improved them over time, but even now they're not really that consistent as you think. You think you like maybe shoot an FHJ into near target, but sometimes, yes, it might kill them, but for the most part, you probably have to direct impact them to even kill them in the first place. So yes, launchers are very inconsistent nowadays. I would say the most consistent one's probably the Thumper. The question is, how strong is the JOKR going to be in this game? Because yes, again, they might, I don't know, Call of Duty Mobile might get creative. They might have it so that you could actually directly hit someone, but they might also have one where you could like lock on and then it goes up straight in the air and just, the rest. I know even if they make it strong, which I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, like to have a weapon just like go into the air for a few seconds just to hit someone and get like hit marker on 4 people at once, that would probably be the dumbest move ever. But yes, it also kind of like links up to the challenges as well because yes, some launchers do have challenges where you destroy vehicles, but they also have ones where you could kill enemies. For example, the SMRS, when I actually grinded it, of course, I think the challenges are a little bit different now, but when I grinded out the weapon, it required me to get double kills. It also required me to get a lot of direct impact kills. At least that's how it was at the time. But I wonder how that's actually going to work with the JOKR. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are wondering this. They might go for the older route where they'll give you like one challenge that you can do, or they'll give you like an alternative challenge to complete. So for example, with the FHJ, it will tell you to get 15 kills or destroy a few vehicles in BR, something like that. They had to change that because obviously with the FHJ, that's the one that was more score streak oriented, while the SMRS was a lot more kill oriented. They had to kind of like change the challenges around, mainly because, of course, not every single time enemies are going to be using the score streaks that you'd want. I mean, when was the last time you ever see someone use a VTOL, right? Unless maybe it's the rapid fire mode. And luckily, rapid fire was actually released within Season 9, so I was actually able to get the challenges done immediately. But I will tell you this, if the challenges were still the same or they were just left unchanged, there would be a lot less people with Platinum or even Damascus. And you guys have to remember, back in the day, the launchers were actually optional. At first, I did not know that because whenever there's a camo grind in a Call of Duty game, it's kind of implied that you do the launchers as well. I mean, it's always a must. But this time around, it actually wasn't. But I still did it anyways, against my better instincts. Well, not really, since, I still kind of had to do them later on. So even if I didn't do it back then, even now, I probably would have to. So it was actually a good thing that I did when I had the chance. And thank God Rapid Fire was new and everyone was enjoying it at the time. So it made it extremely easy to do so. So I hope anyone that was playing during that time, I hope they took advantage of that opportunity. But I think now you could probably expect a lot of people to start using this launcher in shipment. So you're probably going to be seeing shipment like very, very busy now, which is actually a good thing because it gives everyone a chance to actually get it done. But again, what matters is also the challenges. And I think what's best, despite my better instincts, despite saying this, I know it's kind of weird because I kind of have a little bit of pride, but in this case, especially with the JOKR, I would say just get a friend, go into free for all together, and just have someone earn a score streak so you could just destroy it. Just in case they make you destroy a very specific score streak, like let's say a VTOL. You could probably take your turn doing it. Have one game where you do it, and then you have another game where your friend does it. So yeah, I mean that's my best suggestion. Unless like maybe in BR they have it a little bit easier, but I highly doubt it. I don't know if they're gonna allow us. And even if you try to go Alcatraz, there's no vehicles for you to destroy anyways. In reality, any way you slice it, it's always going to be a very, very difficult challenge. I'm hoping that it's just kills, but I highly doubt it. I'm sure it's going to be like a hybrid of both. Maybe it's going to require you to get double kills a few times. Maybe not a lot, but a very few amount of times. But as for multi kills, like 3 to 4 kills all at once, I don't really think that's going to happen. Maybe in shipment if you get a complete bot lobby or if the players are just really bad. But I highly doubt they'll make you do that. I think that's a little bit too tough. But that's kind of why I'm hoping that it does kind of stay strong, because I don't want it to be so like bad to the point where you're just getting hit markers nonstop on people after waiting like seconds. But I think that's where most of the issues arise from. People don't care about the balancing. They just care about the camo challenges because they know it's going to be hard. So let's say you get all of that done. So what is going to be the diamond challenge for it? So I think that answer is probably obvious. I don't really think I had to say anything, but I'm just going to say it anyways. I think more likely or not, it's probably just going to make you destroy 100 UAVs, and that's basically it. Kind of like how the SMRS and the FHJ was. Now, I don't think they're going to make you actually do the 10 kills per game type of situation. I would say that mainly because even if it's hardpoint, you probably still won't have time to achieve 10 kills. Maybe if they drop it down to 5 or 3 per game, maybe it would be a little bit more bearable. But even then, I think it's just going to be UAVs in total. They do have Launcher Plus to help you out a bit, just in case they only have like one rocket. But there's also, of course, I think what's the other perk? The one that gives it more damage. I don't think it's Shrapnel, but I mean, in the other game it's called Shrapnel, but in this Shrapnel it's not the same. But the demo expert, I think that's the one that gives you explosive damage. I think that might be helpful, especially in shipment. But again, I'm still aiming towards them just making you do UAVs instead of kills, because that's going to be too extreme, and I don't think anyone's going to want to do that, including myself. But I guess that's a huge concern, because if I don't get this gun Damascus at the very least, then I won't ever be able to get any other gun in the future Damascus. So yes, unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck having to do this challenge no matter how long it takes. But even then, I can't guarantee it would work that way, because obviously we do have a lot of clan war grinders where they just keeps putting in the little the shield turrets. So yes, I don't know if that's really going to be the most ideal way to do it, but given that it's the JOKR, I think there might be exceptions to that. I'm not too sure about it. But at the end of the day, again, people don't really care about how strong it's going to be. People just simply care about how hard the challenges are going to be, especially with this one, because this actually has the potential to be the hardest weapon to grind in COD Mobile history. And I could tell you, even as we speak, I know a lot of people are wondering, are probably dreading that they have to do this. The next question, of course, whether or not there might be a second weapon, because I can't picture a launcher really being part of the battle pass. That would be kind of weird. But again, crazier things have happened. I mean, the OTS didn't get a battle pass skin, but I think there might be a second weapon. I'm not really sure what there will be, but yeah, I don't know how the next season is going to work. That's going to be a very curious thing. And keep in mind, the leakers haven't really found anything either. They're most likely probably working on the weapon behind the scenes where no one actually knows what's going on. So yes, I don't really expect the Joker to be the only weapon to come out, but I will discuss that in a later video. But anyways, that's my overall concerns for the Joker. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.